Gary Small certainly fits this description. Dr. Small is a professor of psychiatry and biobehavioral sciences and the Parlo Solomon Professor on Aging at the David Geffen School of Medicine at UCLA, where he's also the founding director of the UCLA Memory Clinic and director of the UCLA Center on Aging. Figured some parents would be interested in this. Dr. Small graduated Phi Beta Kappa and graduated summa cum laude from UCLA. He earned his medical degree, Alpha Omega Alpha, at the University of Southern California. After an internship in internal medicine at Children's Hospital and Adult Medical Center in San Francisco, hey, it's a good school, he completed his psychiatry residency at Massachusetts General Hospital and followed by a clinical fellowship at Harvard Medical School. Dr. Small also completed a geriatric psychiatry fellowship at UCLA. He's authored more than 400 publications, as well as several books, including the international bestseller, The Memory Bible. Dr. Small regularly appears on television and is a sought-after speaker and commentator on many aspects of aging and the mind. Dr. Small is the recipient of many awards and honors, including the Jack Weinberg Award from the American Psychiatric Association and the Senior Investigator Award from the American Association for Geriatric Psychiatry. In 2002, Scientific American magazine named Dr. Small as one of the world's top 50 innovators in science and technology. So it really is with great pleasure that I introduce distinguished biology alumnus, Dr. Gary Small.
Thank you, Dan, for that wonderful introduction. I want to thank my mother for writing it. Graduates, fellow faculty members, parents, families, and friends, I'm truly honored to give the commencement address to the 2011 Ecology and Evolutionary Biology graduating class at UCLA. I, like you, graduated with a biology degree from UCLA a mere 38 years ago, and it led me to an incredibly fulfilling career. Yet, I must confess that I am a bit daunted by this task. It is my first commencement speech. However, thanks in part to my education as a UCLA biology major, I knew exactly what to do. I went to the internet and searched tips for giving commencement speeches. I did get some helpful tips, like don't talk about money, religion, politics, or your own work. So I made a mental note not to mention the research I'd done showing that internet searches activate neural circuits in the frontal lobe, especially those controlling short-term memory and decision-making. Another tip was not to quote Oprah. I also tried to make a conscious effort not to include Gary Trudeau's quote, and I quote, "Commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that outgoing college students should never be released into the world until they have been properly sedated." So as you can see, I don't always follow what I read on the internet. I do remember a professor telling me that one of the most impressive and intellectually honest answers to a tough question is, "I don't know the answer, but I will look it up." I want to congratulate you on your accomplishments today. You've graduated from one of the world's most prestigious universities and top biology departments. I'm sure you made sacrifices, studied hard, didn't party too much. I know I checked many of your Facebook pages. I also know several of you work part-time, but all of you made the grade. So way to go, class of 2011. You did it. Give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Your degree offers you tremendous opportunities and options in the fields of healthcare, applied or basic research, education, or even government. You're equipped to pursue a wide range of careers, from physician to forest ranger to bioterrorism expert. And by the way, how many of us here are planning a career in medicine or healthcare? Okay, very good. How many can't remember what they're planning to pursue? Okay. I focused on age-related memory loss and Alzheimer's disease. And if you choose that route, you'll learn that by graduating today, you have already begun to fortify your brain health. The scientific evidence shows that people who complete a college education have a lower risk for developing Alzheimer's disease. And we know that's definitely true about graduating UCLA, but we're not yet sure about the data from USC graduates. Dan has already disclosed that I purchased my medical school diploma from across town. The other thing I learned on my internet search is that people appreciate a commencement speech that doesn't go on forever. You're supposed to cheer at that point. So let me close with just a few points to think about as you begin the next stage of your life. Continue on your trajectory of success. Seek out others who you trust, who can guide and mentor you, but also follow your own instincts and passions, and pursue those passions. Today marks a day of success and accomplishment, but you will likely face some challenges over the years. If you should stumble, get right back up. Your ultimate success will depend on what you do if you should stumble, because you may along the way. Most of us do. Now, despite my best efforts today, chances are you will not remember much of what I said. I know this as a memory expert and from my own experience. I can hardly recall anything that was said at my commencement here 38 years ago. I don't remember who gave the speech, but I do remember, and I know you will remember, the hard work that got you here, your friends and family that are supporting you here today, your parties tonight, and how great you feel right now. As you move forward from this day, don't fret the inevitable challenges you may face. Embrace them and look for the opportunities they offer. But if you're not sure how to step up to a new task, no matter how daunting it may seem, you can always try looking it up for guidance. Congratulations, class of 2011.